G'day boys and girls, it's Alan here in the shed again. Well, what a busy fortnight I've had. What's happened as when the wife says I want something done by Christmas, it means yesterday. So we've had to do some TLC on the house. She insisted. So the house has had painted, all interior and what have you. It's the entrance hall, up the stairs, the landing, all that. It's a lot of emulsion. And then she says, are you going to fix the banister rail? Oh, have you ever tried fixing a banister rail? Unbelievable. Anyway, that's all done, all stained up and gorgeous. I want a blind on this window. Oh, put a blind on the window. Then we go to the kitchen. I want a new blind on the kitchen. Oh my God. So then, oh, we'll do the lounge. Well, we've got the paint. Another tin of paint later. New curtains. New curtain rails. Oh Jesus, it just beggars belief, honest to God. So I haven't been down the shed. I've just spent, I think in a fortnight, must have been a fortnight at least that. I've only spent an hour down here, and that was only like 10 minutes at a time. And of course, when you go out shopping, I nip to the model shop while I'm there. It saves a journey, you know. So what have I been doing? First off, I've put new connecting rods on the P2, and I'll show you that in a moment. I've put a different chip in my class 101. I've bought some bits and pieces of rolling stock, and there's little things. Bargain of the year, this blood and custard coach. It's a 63 footer by Bachmann, yeah, it's a Bachmann one. What's it say? 63 foot bollied corridor composite. And look at what I paid for it. Hang on. It's going to drop this. £14. Bargain. And it come with the, what's they called? All the bits, yeah? Detailing kit. Come with a detailing kit as well. Mint and boxed. £14. Couldn't leave it in the shop for that, could I? Oh. So, if I pan you around, I'll show you the other little bargain I got. Let me find the camera. Let me zoom in. See them three there? Cattle trucks? £5 each. Absolutely wonderful. Okay. So, and the other thing, while we're over here, I'll show you the other thing we did. Let me get it off the wall, off my ceiling. Right, new connecting rods, okay? And that's for me P2. It's coming around slowly, and I'll show you. And in the film, I show you why I had to change them. Yeah. Let me just set this one off. Now, this old class 31 has got a ring field motor in it. Yeah. Hardwired. I think I've said before, haven't I? About it. Well, I'll stop these trains here. There we are. And I'll just set it off. And because it's hardwired, I haven't even put it on the programming track. It's just as it come. Where are we? There. If I set that off at speed step 6, absolutely perfect. Do you know all I ever did to that was put traction tyres on it. Now, go into, let me back that up a little bit. Go into the 101, the old 101, I changed the chip because it was never running right. It was always jerky, one thing and another. And I tried CV8 in it, changing settings, and it just wouldn't have it. So I swapped the chip out. And you know, it's like a dream now. It all runs the right way, and it just literally cruises now. And again, this will go up to speed step 10, and she just cruises along. You'll see that coming round. Right, now I've put new con rods on this not con rods, linking rods on that there. And at this point of the film, I'll show you why I've had to change them, okay? Right guys, what I wanted to show you today was we're going to change the com rods. Is it com rods? Linking rods? Whatever they call it anyway. So that's the number, and this is the P2. Now, when I first got this, the motor was a bit erratic in this, and again it was a 3-pole motor from Hornby. There's quite a few people, including myself, changed it to a 5-pole motor, and it made all the difference in the world. But the issue I've got today, I'm hoping you can see this. See this here? Let's get a pointer. There's a nut there, a nut there, a nut there, and a nut there, because this is a 280, 282, isn't it? See how much play there is there? Look how much that wheel moves with that before the rod moves. Yeah, same on that one. See how much play there is? And on that one, tremendous amount of play on that, and you can actually see it there moving. Well, the plan is to change this rod, and the kit comes with screws as well, full set of screws. But the awkward part is fitting this piece in here. It's a little clip thing that fits into there. That's the hard part. So we better get on with it and do it. Now these kits you can buy from your local stores or Hornby, Peter's Spares, that type of place. See how tiny these nuts and bolts are. They're so small. And what I need to have a look at is there a lot of wear on it? Oh yeah, you can see it. It's got a flat edge. Only my camera wouldn't be able to do that. Get close enough to it. Take the front one off first. Where'd that go? Lost the screw already. Oh dear, dear, dear. I can see it. I can see it there. It's in the wheel. Stuck in the wheel. Anyway, let's try and get this off. And this is the panic bit now. Ah, see. Where's me tweezers? I hope you guys can see this. See that little component there? Well, that component has destroyed itself there. Do you know what? I think I put too much oil on these things. I'm trying to get that nut out of there. That bolt, there it is. There we got it. That's that. So we'll lift that connecting rod off there. Is that fixed? There it is. What I don't want to do is I must remember that goes back on the top. And that little thing must go underneath there. Right, let me get it out of the packet now. Right, I managed to do the job. And these are the components. They're the ones I've taken off. And what happens is the holes become elongated. But it's an extremely fiddly job. And if you look on that bolt there, there's a bearing that goes round it, and it tends to wear. But you can't do the job without one of them. You must have one of these, otherwise you just destroy it. But that's it basically, and that's it all done there. So we'll just move it forward a little bit. There you go. And fetch it back. And that's on speed step 2. Just need to nudge it. Oh, there you go. But that's basically it there. Okay, guys. Put in forward direction. There's a slight delay on these because it's got a sound chip in it. If I put it on, as it shoots off. Now you've seen it, what I've done to it, the difference is unreal. And it still wouldn't run right. Well, it run better, it was smoother, but it wasn't as good. So it was a TTS version, and if you go, not the TTS, if you go to Hatton's with the bargains, that's another little story I'll come to. If you go to Hatton's, these are being sold now for £89, I think it is. So you can get one of them for £89. See what I mean about the 101? Just glides past now. Unbelievable. Anyway, with this one, I took the TTS chip out and I put this in it. This ruby. And I was telling Suzanne, and she says, oh, I didn't like that, I didn't like them chips, it didn't work right and all that. I must admit, this didn't work right at the beginning. And it comes with a complete set of instructions, which it tells you all about it, all the wiring there and everything, and all the CVs. So what shall I tell you first? Now the first thing about this chip, on the bottom of the chip, just under the insulation, there's a little power socket for stay alive capacitors, and you can buy them. See, that's your chip there, and that's a stay alive capacitor. Gauge Master have now gone to the sorry about that on the TV. I'm watching the Isle of Wight car ferry out to Southampton, and of course the car transporter's just turned up and he set the alarm off. Yeah, I'll turn that down. Right, back to this. Gauge Master went to the trouble of fitting this little component here, so you can buy stay alives and it just literally plugs in. You don't have to do any soldering whatsoever. If you've got a dodgy Moloko or dodgy track, you can buy these chips and buy the stay alive capacitor, and you just literally plug it in. It's as simple as that. And these are all the decoders you can get. And I mean, this one I've got is just the standard 2 function, which is forward and reverse. If you want lights, you want the 4 function. Yeah. So what are all 6 function they sell, a 21 pin, but that 21 pin comes with an 8 pin harness as well. So you can do all sorts with it, yeah. And there's all sorts of sizes and one thing and another. Okay. Anyway, you have to go to the shop and look at it all. But the main part about it is the CVs. It tells you all the details here. And me and Susanna had a few issues about the acceleration and deceleration. And I took it for their acceleration rate is set to 31 default. I failed to see the 128 steps. So I dials in, I thought, oh, 31, it sort of stopped and started a bit quick, so I thought, I'll set it to 100 and see what happens. Because I didn't see that, did I? So it took ages to accelerate, and it's coming round now and near enough flat out. Anyway, I went to turn it off, and it took a full lap of this shed before it come to a halt. Then I realised it was on 128 and I'm running on 28. So I changed it down now to the acceleration rate is 15 and the deceleration is 10. And it's absolutely perfect. But like I said, all the info's in 128, so that's what you got to watch for. So what I'll do now is just show you, this is the train 2001, yeah? If I set this to speed step 10 now, you watch the acceleration rate. Look at that, perfect. Yeah, absolutely perfect, look. And there she is, gaining speed. Like I say, she's just cruising. Excuse me. And no jerkiness, no hassle, and she just cruises now on that at speed step 10. And the other thing was you can't afford not to purchase some bargains that happens at the moment. And I was thinking, if I hadn't have painted the house, I'd have had 3 or 4, definitely. Because you know at Christmas, you know, what do you want for Christmas? And I thought, yeah, I need a Hattons. But a lot of the money went on the paint, so I ended up with one. I just could not leave that Hatton 66 there. Oh my God. Because you're never going to see that sort of bargain again for a long time. And I just had to have it. So that's for the future one, yeah? I've got some other stuff en route from China. I've got lighting coming, some other stuff. Oh, and because my eyes are getting a bit naff, I got a magnifying glass you can put on your head so I can see what I'm doing. As you've seen in the film, you try putting them nuts on, and just bear with me a sec. And you can't do them connecting rods unless you've got one of them. Seriously, if you're going to do a connecting rod, you've got to have it. And there's two sizes on there of nuts. The best bit of kit I ever bought, I think. What else is there? Like I said, I bought a 66. I've checked it all out, it's all in one piece. I haven't ran it, but my thinking is at £119, and you think on a Hornby is £75, a Bachmann is at least £180 without sound in it, 160, 180, even if they discount it, you still won't get near the Hattons at £119. Then you need a chip, which they sell you a chip anyway. 6-function chip was £16, so you can't moan at that. That'll work the majority of the lights. If I want to put sound in it in the future, I can choose what file to put in it, what sound system I can have in it. But to me, if you've still got to fix the diesel for £119, it was well worth the risk. There's plenty of people out there that's found solutions to whatever problems they have. Especially Peter Dixon, he's got a fleet of them now, and he has no issues. Pat's Trains, there's another one. You've got to go and check out Pat's Trains. Oh, there's quite a few now. Oh. Anyway, we were all winding each other up on the text, you know, on the phone. Because Peter Dixon knew. He says, what you got? I says, oh, I got so-and-so from Hattons. Oh, you can't do that. On the phone, she's got one. So then Susanna says, well, I'm not having the 66, I'll have to have something at them bargain rates. So she's got rolling stock. Robert's got more unboxing to do with his rolling stock. And fair dues, he's done a good job on the fiddle yard, hasn't he? So I think that's about it really. I've caught up with everything. It's been cold down the shed on and off, that's why I didn't really come down here. We've had a couple of storms, but it's all in one piece. Got a lot of leaves everywhere. I know I've got to get the leaf blower out, clear around the shed, it's all gathered. And the other thing I've been watching is the Isle of Wight car ferry out to Southampton. It's quite interesting, to be honest. Daft things I used to do. But now I know where Tim lives. I can jump on a boat. I know how it all works now. And that's 24/7 now. You can watch that all day long. And the size of the container ships going by to and fro in the background, unbelievable. And the odd cruise ship turns up as well. So, without further ado, I'll just show you a couple of trains running around, and that'll be it for this week. And then I'll get stuck into some filming for Christmas. And I've got to do a follow-up on the murder story, haven't I? Now I might get a chance to write a script, because it's a cold case at the moment, and I need to do a follow-up. Alright? I'm hoping to try and do this for Christmas. So, but I've got to talk to a few people and read quite a few comments, because they've given me snippets for the script. So it's putting it together, innit, at the end of the day. Oh, and that was the other thing. I'm waiting on some bodies coming from China. got 100 little bodies coming. I think it was about three or four quid. So then I can put some more bodies about there, make a crowd. So, anyway, that'll be it for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next episode. Bye for now. Bye. Bargain of the year, that was. I think it was about 25 quid I paid for it. Bargain of the week was that one, and then repairs on the P2. Absolutely beautiful now. Whisper quiet. Pulling the Queen's coaches. Got to get some more of them at some time. There's the 101. I changed all the chip in it, and it just, whoa, it's beautiful. It hasn't been that good since I bought it. And the old Class 40 are going there. Oh, and that was the other little thing there. I updated the Nissan hub there. It's now a British Rail Rail Network workshop and spare parts sort of thing. Turned out a nice little interesting thing, that. Still got no idea on PCB board for that. But it's rear light, so I'm not really fussed. Not at the moment. It'll turn up when it's ready. Just there's always one thing, just before I go. Buying that Hatton's Class 66, the new one, because it's in different colours, or different colour, I've got to find some rolling stock to go with it. So it's a win-win. So I get two for the price of one at the end of the day. So I've got to now look for some rolling stock to go with it. So, see what the bank manager says. Bye.